People are too loyal to little white crusty dogs. They are. They're always so gross. And they'll be like, this is Sashay. She's 17 years old, but she's spry. And I'll be like, is she? She looks like this. She ain't cute. I'm glad you love her, but she's ugly. She's ugly as sin. You gotta get her out of my presence or I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, but the ugly dogs are the only ones I like, except the tear stains. It is so gross if you don't do something about your dog's tear stains. Cole and Savannah LaBrant made a pro-life documentary about abortion. Remember when Lady Gaga had that dog walker who got shot while they went for a walk? Well, the update on this story just got crazy. Is Chris Rock planning an epic moment to talk about the slap? And then in Hot Take Tuesday, we're discussing the Ultimatum on Netflix, Selena Gomez's weight, and more. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. YouTubers and massive mega influencers, Cole and Savannah LaBrant, did something absolutely incredible. They made a short 30 or so minute documentary all about abortion. Not only does it show doctors explaining what actually happens in an abortion, but they interview women who have had abortions, whose moms chose life, and also talk to experts on how to talk with a woman who is contemplating getting an abortion and what you can do where you live to support moms who choose life.
By definition, abortion is when a pregnancy is ended so that it doesn't result in the birth of a child.
So as we've been filming this documentary, we've been asked by our friends, by family, by mentors, why are we making this? There's so much at risk. Why are we even making this? Why are we adding flame to an already crazy burning fire? And the answer is just, if one baby is saved from this, if one mom chooses to keep her baby from it, then it's all worth it. This documentary by no means is trying to illegalize abortion. After this documentary, you're still gonna have the choice.
Yeah.
You're still gonna have your choice. But I know that there's gonna be one mom watching, maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 100, maybe 1,000. We have no idea the ripple effects.
But just for you guys to know all the resources out there, and also for us as a church, and just me and Cole even, just that how much more we need to be doing.
We want to go into this finding out what resources are available for women that you might not know about. Are there resources, in your city? If not, is there something that the church should be doing, that you watching should be doing? Maybe you aren't pregnant. Maybe you aren't the one facing the question of whether I'm going to have an abortion or not, but you're thinking, what more can I do? How can I better help? How can I better stand with these women and for these women?
It is so well done, and you can find it on the LaBrant Fam YouTube channel. Sadie Robertson even shared it to her story on Instagram, which shocked me because she never seems to be willing to share any political views or unpopular social views. Of course, YouTube already said, oh, sorry, we're gonna demonetize the video. They said that they're not going to promote it in their algorithm, and then Instagram took down Sav and Cole's feed post promoting the documentary. Big tech doing everything out here that they can to suppress the reach that this short doc could have. So make some plans to watch this with your family. Share the direct link on your own Instagram stories.
And I felt so shameful, I felt so guilty. I am just so blessed to have this beautiful daughter. She's so perfect. And I literally cried tears of joy when she came out of me. I couldn't believe how beautiful she was, how perfect she was. I was so stressed out and worried because I was like, oh my God, I took this pill. What am I gonna do? What if my baby's something's wrong with my baby, But God, He just made her perfect. I know that when she grows up, she's gonna know that she was meant to be here and that she's loved and that I did want her, And like I said, God heard my prayer and He redeemed me, He was like, you know what, you are worthy, you can do this.
Do you remember in February of last year when Lady Gaga's dog walker was walking her 2 French bulldogs on Sunset Boulevard in LA when he was shot randomly in the chest and then someone stole the dogs?
Tell me what happened.
I heard screaming for a long time. I saw the guy screaming, and that's when I heard the gunshot and a second gunshot. And then that's when I heard the car take off.
Well, it turns out that the person who shot her dog walker was let out of jail early last week due to a clerical error, and now he's just nowhere to be found.
How convenient.
Is there a bigger joke than the Los Angeles justice system? Just wondering. Chris Rock says he's willing to talk about getting slapped by Will Smith, but only if he gets paid to do so. I'm thinking one of those sit-down Oprah interviews everyone's been loving.
I love bread.
Here are a couple headlines this week that you need to know.
Hot Take Tuesday.
You may have noticed that Selena Gomez's weight has been fluctuating a lot lately. She actually posted a story to TikTok and addressed her weight.
So I be trying to stay skinny, but I went to Jack in the Box and I got 4 tacos, 3 egg rolls, onion rings, and a spicy chicken sandwich. But honestly, I don't care about my weight because people bitch about it anyway. You're too small, you're too big, that doesn't fit, meh. I am perfect the way I am. Moral of the story? Bye.
Dancing with the Stars has been struggling so badly with their ratings lately that they are now waltzing away from traditional TV altogether and going to be available on Disney Plus streaming.
Smiling doesn't win you gold medals.
You'll be able to watch the dancing competition show starting this fall, but the question is, will anyone watch this again? Speaking of streaming, I started watching The Ultimatum on Netflix over the weekend. It's about couples where one person is ready to get married and their partner isn't. So they get a couple weeks to pretend to be married with someone else and see if they miss their original partner and want to marry them after, or if they want to be with their new person.
You have a wild side?
Of course I have a wild
Yeah.
side. I like sci-fi books.
Yeah.
No.
Here's my thoughts. This is a terrible idea. If your boyfriend or girlfriend is hesitating on getting engaged, don't give them the green light to date someone else. Here's the thing on this first season of this show, absolutely none of these people are mature enough for marriage. Not one of them. I don't even like any of the people on there. There isn't one couple that I'm just rooting for, okay? They're all disasters. And I especially can't stand Ray. So trashy. Madeline sucks. Colby double sucks. Those 3 are an absolute no.
My name is Ray, and I'm giving my boyfriend Zay an ultimatum. We have dated through college, and I have graduated, and I have everything planned out in my life, my next steps, my next career move. Just, isn't that kind of how it goes, you know? College, then proposal, then babies, then honeymoon in Cancun.
The most likable person is April, but I'm not even entirely sure she's ready for marriage either.
My name is April, and I'm giving my boyfriend Jake an ultimatum. I just want a ring, and I want a baby with you now.
It's just, I just got out of the military a year ago. I want to travel, I want to have fun, I want to be financially stable. I'm hoping with this experience, I can date around, get better clarity on what you want from another perspective so I can give you everything you need.
I'm not going through another 3-year relationship to end in nothing. That is why I'm giving this ultimatum. I love you to death, but I just cannot wait any longer. And if you don't have that clarity by the end of this experiment, I will be done.
I don't understand why they didn't cast people in their late 20s or early to mid 30s who have been dating their significant other for like 7 years, okay? And then that person doesn't want to get married. That's who they should have casted, not 23-year-olds giving ultimatums to people they've dated 1 to 2 years. If you've watched this show at all, you've got to tell me if you actually like any of these couples. My producer Valentina says she likes Ray, and I am, no.
Trash, filth, trash, garbage, dumpster, trash.
I just want to say that Lizzie, the ex-Amish girl who's on the most recent episode of The Spillover, loved the episode. She was blown away by all the sweet comments she got and loved you guys so much that she actually joined the CUTEservatives Facebook group. So just know that our guests, and I'm saying our, not my, totally appreciate and notice how you welcome them into our family. If you haven't listened to her episode yet, it is fantastic. Subscribe to The Spillover on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and leave a 5-star review. Heart this episode, tag Cole and Sav LaBrant in the comments. Tell them, hey, I would love to hear about you and your story and everything going on in your life, the pro-life documentary, all the things on The Spillover. You guys have convinced guests to come on before, and I have been reaching out to the LaBrants since like last fall to come on, but they haven't actually seen my DMs yet. So maybe they will see your comments. There is a lot to talk to them about. Message this episode to a friend who is one of those little ugly white dogs. Ask them, okay, do you think that intro video is funny or is it offensive? And of course, please don't forget to tap the save button. POPlitics is back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics.
Clearly, POPlitics is best served visually, but you can also listen to POPlitics if you just want the audio. Subscribe to us anywhere you get your podcasts: Apple, Spotify, iHeart, TuneIn, and more. Also, make sure that if you are listening to the podcast version, you leave us a 5-star review. And don't forget, subscribe to POPlitics on YouTube.